I destroyed my motorcycle in a big crash caused by a van driver going for a 3 point turn without looking. That might have been worse, but I was going relatively slowly, having had a prescient moment on that road a few days previous. Saw the Grim Reaper out of the corner of my eye, complete with scythe, which turned out in daylight to be a big old rotten tree covered in ivy. But that isn't the real spooky story. A few months after the crash, I wanted to ride again, badly. My mate loaned me a little old bike, CD 175, I think, which had had a hard life but was dead easy to ride, and vitally had a light clutch. So I togged up and sat on the bike for a bit, made sure I could operate all the controls, being still a bit broken, you see, sucked it up and set off. It took me 10 minutes to relax, but then it got easier. Another 10 minutes, and it was feeling good. I was out in the countryside by then. The sun was out, the bike was going well. Came to a straight, wound it open. Oh, yes, that's better. Bend coming up, closed the throttle, and somebody tapped me on the shoulder. I fair shit, looked around, but of course, there's nobody there. Stopped, got off, had a walkabout, convinced myself I'd imagined it, had a smoke, and got back on. 10 minutes later, turned around to head home. On the same rural B road as the straight appeared, I opened her up and we fairly flew along until the next bend, when I closed the throttle and it happened again. Tap tap on my left shoulder. I jumped out of my skin, again, nearly crashed. Looking around and crapping myself, gritted my teeth and went for home, quickly. As quickly as the Wheezy 175 would go anyway. Nailed it down the next straight. Elbows out, chin on the clocks, all that. Before the next corner, I popped up and kept my eyes on the mirrors. Rolled off the gas, sat up, and then I saw it. The lid of the top box, a huge plastic box bolted behind the seat, wasn't shut, usually locked, secure. And it had opened on its hinges as I sat up, creating a low pressure area behind my back. When I braked, the lid came right up and forward into me until I moved or got off the brakes. When it would close again, as if it had never moved, I had to stop again. Oh, I laughed, called myself all the silly sods as you do, got back on, rode home, went to the pub. But I'll never forget that feeling of being tapped on the back at approximately 60 miles per hour when I was alone.